Welcome to Hedgehog's Hungry Hodgepodge. This week's recipe was an absolute favorite of mine as a child. Every year I was asked what I wanted to eat for my birthday dinner, and it was always, without fail, spaghetti and meatballs. This time around, I'm going to take my own spin on it. Let's get started. First, we'll make our spaghetti sauce. Alright, so I've got a pot over medium heat, and I added some olive oil and let it heat through. And now I'm going to add half of a chopped onion and a clove of minced garlic, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of pepper. And we're just going to let that saute for about 5 minutes. Now that those onions are a nice golden brown, we're going to add 1 can of crushed tomatoes, a cup of fresh chopped basil, and 1 bay leaf. Stir that all in. And we'll lower the heat to low, and we're going to let that simmer for an hour, just so it can thicken up really nicely. Then we'll make our meatballs. Okay, in a large bowl, you're going to add about 1.5 pounds of ground beef, half a cup of grated smoked Gouda, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of steak seasoning, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. And you're just gonna dig in with your hand and combine all of that. Then you'll form the meat into balls that are about 2 inches in diameter, and you'll spread them out on a greased baking sheet. I prefer to use aluminum foil. It makes for an easier cleanup. And you'll spread them out evenly. You'll then pop them into an oven that you've preheated to 400 degrees, and you'll let them bake for about 20 minutes. And finally, we'll put it all together. Alright, I've got a large pot of salted water that I've brought to a boil. And I'm going to add about 1/2 pound of spaghetti. And I'm going to boil it to the allotted time that it says on the box, which mine says 10 to 11 minutes, so I'll probably do the 11 minutes. Alright, so now that everything's been cooked through, I've taken the sauce off of the heat and I removed the bay leaf because it's going to be super gross if you eat that. And I'm just going to add my cooked pasta to it. I'm going to toss that in so everything's evenly coated. I'm actually going to keep the meatballs out. I'm going to allow the people who are eating it to add as many as they like. Pair this dish with a Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Noir. And for my beer lovers, grab yourself an amber ale. All my recipes can be found at www.hedgehogshungryhodgepodge.com. You can leave comments and suggestions there right here on YouTube. I'd love to hear what you think. I'll see you guys next week for another episode of Hedgehog's Hungry Hodgepodge. Bye!